Good evening, Rocket League fans. Welcome to Minor League Doubles.
There's still a big chance here for anyone to take this in regulation, and this is
No!
10 seconds are gone in the ball.
With both members of Orange out of net right now, towards the net. This is a need. Numerics puts it in. This game's not over yet.
Bring out your predictions. Bring out your scores. Let's see where we go. Game 7. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Fridge in position. Scores.
Just an insane series.
I just typed in chat. I can feel my heartbeat. It's so tense.
What a series. Good evening, Rocket League fans. Welcome to Minor League Doubles. It is Friday night. That means it's Freestyle Friday. It is an Adam J in the booth alone tonight. Dazarin unavailable along with everybody else on my roster. So you get the NPR cast from me, myself. Beautiful day here on Starbase Arc. It's the Dodgers and the Jets as Volcanic meets Sky Division for the third consecutive week. The Dodgers looking to take over the Volcanic Division lead after the Elite dropping a number of games to the Aviators last night. The Jets looking to try and track down the Ducks to top the Sky Division standings before they play on Sunday. Teams are already in here. We'll get these guys ready to go as soon as I double check all of my overlays here. Crodville and Methonian in for the Dodgers up against Sithdroid and Springy for the Jets. Two very good rosters for both of these teams, and looking like it's going to be a battle of who handles Starbase better. We've already seen so far this week that a number of teams struggling just a little bit with the map, a couple of surprising results across the board, and we'll see how that pans out here moving on further down in the Week 6 matchups. Everybody getting slotted in here. We're ready to go. Kickoff here. Game 1 of 5, all 5 games played in the MLE regular season, as every win and loss counts towards the season standings. It's a quick kickoff from Crodville, getting it past Sithdroid. Springy, however, up the boards really well. That's a great hit down into that diagonal right beside the net. That one looks like it might sneak in. Methonian very, very careful on that one. Keeps it off the line. Jet still with possession. Springy out to Sithdroid. Can't make contact. It's Crodville to clear away. On board with Crodville now. Trying to get that one past Springy. Does really well in that corner to deflect it away. Will take control down that side channel. Interception by Methonian. Sithdroid has to make up a lot of ground. Used a lot of boost to get there. Wins the 50. Springy back a little too far. Methonian's going to miss this one, however, and it's first blood to the Jets, as the pressure from Sithdroid just enough to win the 50 against Crodville. Methonian, only a boost pad, loses it in the lights. Drops in under the bar. First blood for the Jets, up 1-0 here. Game 1 on Starbase. The Jets sporting their alternate red with blue trim today, as opposed to the blue with red. Dodgers in their traditional blue with white trim. Methonian now lobs that one up. Crodville looking for the redirect. Can't quite get contact. And it's away through Sithdroid. Up to Springy looking for a second touch. Methonian doing well. Clears that away. Held in by Springy. Sithdroid going to retreat for boost. This gives Methonian a chance to clear. Down the channel into Sithdroid, who's managed to make the rotation. Nothing really doing there. And Crodville takes up the ball. Light touch off the ceiling. Crodville down from Methonian. Here's an opportunity. Not quite on target as Springy gets in to disrupt that one. The Jets captain with a pounce out in front there. Really well read by Crodville. And it takes one of those Starbase bounces right off the base of that baseboard, straight up in the air. The Dodgers have to reset again. Methonian out for Crodville. Up a little late for that one. Springy missing as well. Methonian nowhere to be found as he's rotated for boost. Up is Sithdroid, challenged by Methonian. It's down for Springy. Puts that one on target. Crodville with the save. Still 1-0. 3 minutes to go here. Game 1 of 5. Springy trying to tip that one goalward. Methonian doing well to get that one out past midfield. Methonian again with the pressure. This one up off the ceiling. Crodville reading a further bounce out. Goes up for that one late. Springy will run this back. Doesn't put it on net. He just taps it wide. Had the net to work with. Opting to go outward for the boost instead, and the Dodgers get away with one there, keep it within 1 goal. Springy up late again, will tip this one away. Crodville with a chance to shoot, low shot. Sithdroid in position, tips that one out to the side. Held in by Methonian, grabs the boost, leaves the ball. Crodville now on the rotation. Pass Springy, goes underneath the submarine shot, and the Dodgers tie the game at halftime. Good turn by Crodville, beating Sithroid on the angle, and Springy doesn't quite read this one well, just jumps a little too high. You see the nose of that Octane on contact, tips up over the ball, losing the ability to challenge that one there, and Crodville just keeps it low. A little bit of a turf trimmer. It's a tie game. Off the kickoff, Crodville. Off the diagonal. Sithroid will just keep this one under control, kind of juggling it a bit. Methonian finally comes in to make the challenge. Crodville with the angle, bar down and in! The Dodgers captain picking up 2 in the span of a few seconds here. The Dodgers roaring back to take the lead. Just beating Springy out to that one. Jets captain a little bit late, not quite out in time as the bounce off the sideboards caught him a little bit off guard. And Dodgers now with a 2-goal salvo find themselves in the lead. Sithroid wants something to say about that one. It's a good ball out in front. Leaves that one for Springy. Puts it just off the post. Crodville able to clear that one away. Makes a great save on the goal line, and the Jets can't find the equalizer here. Springy out to Sithroid. Bit of a panic touch. Puts that one in Crodville's wheelhouse. Sithroid doing really well to follow that one up, but to lose control here to Methonian. Gets the boost. Methonian with the angle. Clears that one well away. Goes up and around. Springy with that one. Sithroid will get the rotation. Methonian spawns near side, missing the ball here. Crodville has to be careful. Takes the 50, gets it clear over top of Sithroid. As far as the Jets' rotation at midfield. Springy will keep this one under control. Crodville into Methonian. This is a little dangerous out in front, but Sithroid not close enough to take advantage. Methonian trying to get that one passed on the far side. Won't get it past the halfway line. Springy up faster than Crodville. Goes back and makes an awkward touch out in front. It's a pass to Sithroid. No mistake on this one, and the shot from Sithroid, clean under the bar, just beats Methonian. Right there, Crodville, a little bit of a panic touch, puts that one right there, and Methonian just underneath, a little bit too far back as well, and the ball sneaking in under the bar. Great shot from Sithroid. The Jets finally have their equalizer with a minute 15. Looking for another one off the face-off. Springy will just keep this one in the corner. Sithroid takes it over. A little bit of a pop-up. Crodville has to be careful. We'll get that one out to his teammate. Doesn't get the relay pass, and Crodville, low boost, has to take a really tough 50. Sithroid now with the pressure. Low boost, has to get that around Methonian. Crodville's trying to rotate still. Rotating underneath the ball. Both the Dodgers are here. This is dangerous. Crodville's going to post himself. Springy. Far post. Tapped in by Sithroid, and the Jets take advantage. It's a 3-2 game now. Crodville, you see him at the corner of the screen there. Springy sees it, flips that one up, and Sithroid, with both the Dodgers scrambling in the corner, will go up over top, slam Dunskies into the net. Now the Dodgers trying to get this one back in. Methonian and Crodville, open net, they both collide with the ball, and Crodville will just slam that off the bar. And that is unfortunate there. Pressure still from the Dodgers now as they're trying to get this one out in front. 20 seconds to go. Sithroid up out in front. It's a high ball. Springy lurking. Crodville's up. We'll clear it away. Methonian, no boost to chase that down. They're down to 10 seconds left. Need this one to go long. Gets the boost late in his animation. Will get it past the Jets defense. 5 seconds to go here. Panics on the ball, and Sithroid will clear this one away. That should just about do it as Crodville back towards his own net. Methonian keeps it alive barely, but the Jets with a rally late will take game 1 by a score 3-2. Sithroid with the hat trick. Crodville, a couple of goals, just not quite enough to carry his team through on that one, as the one little misplay on that corner post where they both end up in that diagonal. They end up giving up that go-ahead goal late in the game. It'll be one that they'll want to review on tape later. But a lot of pressure out of the Jets, 7 shots to 5, and we've talked about it a little bit over the course of the MLD seasons. That 7-shot level is tending to be where teams that win games are getting to. But Starbase, anything can happen. So we just wait for Crodville to connect to the server. Console player has to get past that loading screen, but everybody's in. And we're ready to go here for game number 2. Both players out for the kickoff this time. It's a quick one out to Springy. Has the boost to try and tap that down. Off the bar, doesn't quite get the double. It's It's unlucky there for the Jets captain. It was a really good look. And Methonian open net will win that challenge. And it's a quick response from the Dodgers as they go up 1. Good challenge by Crodville. Sithroid can't recover, and with Springy having committed so heavily on the attack, Methonian in a perfect spot to drive that one down and in. 11 seconds off the clock, and the Dodgers up 1-0 here in Game 2. Hard kickoff. Methonian up to challenge over top of Springy will fall favorably for the Dodgers if they can recover. Sithroid, however, given the time and the space to make it happen. Has an angle to shoot. Crodville pre-jumps. Get a little bit awkward. Methonian can't get there. I want to see this one from Sithroid's perspective here. Does recover quite well on this one. Methonian goes for the boost. Crodville pre-jumps as he's completely out of position. The Methonian can't quite get across to that one as the Dodgers just lose track of the ball, lose track of Sithroid. And it's an immediate response for the Jets as they tie it up at 1. Dodgers a little out of sorts there. Methonian running into Crodville again. Sithroid puts it netward. And unfortunately for the Jets, don't find that one on target. Springy now trying to maintain pressure here on the Dodgers net. They're really struggling right now, reeling on defense. Methonian to clear away. Can't beat Sithroid at the halfway point. Crodville win that challenge as it was shot by Sithroid. Goes far out to the other side. Springy now across on the diagonal, looking for Sithroid. It's a double commit from the Jets, and Methonian is going to go long off the interception and get that lead back for the Jets. You see Sithroid right there committing on that one. Has to make sure he makes contact on that ball. Late to it, far side, expecting Methonian to miss, and the Dodgers player, no mistake on that one. Nobody home on defense for the Jets. That's 2-1. Methonian again sharp off the face-off here, just missing that near post. Sithroid out past Springy. Crodville will keep this in. Springy with the challenge, keeps that one alive. Methonian on the rotation, pre-jumps that, doesn't get contact. Should be easy pickings for Crodville. Makes a little bit awkward play out of that one. Now Methonian has to rotate back in. Methonian tries to get this one past Springy on the boards, will lose control of the ball. The Jets captain tries to pick it up. A little bit rushed there, and he'll go past the ball, leaving it for the Dodgers to challenge. Sithroid is up. It's out for Springy at the far boards. They have an opportunity for the quick attack. Bounce off the diagonal. Sithroid looking, commits. Can't get contact there, but the Dodgers not well positioned to take advantage. Stays 2-1. Methonian just underneath the ball. Springy will grab the boost. Methonian rotates. Now Springy past Methonian, keeps the recovery. Crodville, however, very much under control, able to keep that one alive and away from danger. Now Methonian cuts the angle, looks good, will get there as Springy can't make the defensive save, low on boost. Methonian, really well placed shot out of that diagonal. You know those angles are tough to read, and Springy, no boost to really attack that ball, and it's a 2-goal lead now for the Dodgers here in Game 2. Back into the Dodgers, and Crodville opting to not attack this one quickly off the kickoff. Sithroid will spend a lot of boost to tap that one into nowhere. Crodville then doing the same. Springy with an attempt. Methonian now with the ball again, past both Jets players, and if he can keep this one alive, he can't, losing the handle on that one. Springy doing really well to get back, clear that one away. Methonian, if he just takes that shot a little bit sooner, probably has that one in the open net, but instead the Jets recover. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here on that attack. Back and forth they go. It'll be Springy looking for a shot up early. Weak touch. Crodville should have that. Dunked by Springy. Sithroid gonna commit. Methonian looking for the long clear. Can't get contact. Hard off the backboard looking for Springy. There's the touchdown. It's wide. Jets have to be careful again. They've been looking for these backboard double commits a lot here, and they're not working out for them at the moment. Crodville and Methonian letting the Jets play with this one. They'll put the ball well out of control, but Crodville reading it poorly, can't get up for that one. And Methonian out. Looked like he wanted to challenge, opts not to go for the 50. Sithroid is going to make him pay. Yes! As the hesitation from Methonian leaves an opportunity for Sithroid to keep the pressure on. Right there, the shot. Then the juggle there. Springy will come home as Methonian just loses the ball here. Can't keep that one out. And Springy jamming that home. The Jets captain taking it upon himself to cut the lead to 1. 3-2 now. We saw what happened with the Jets last time. They went down by a couple, came back quickly, took the lead late. This one rolling towards an empty net. The Dodgers nowhere to be found, and it's Caster's curse like you wouldn't believe. Crodville drop passing it to Springy. Methonian right there. No time to react on that one. And all of a sudden, the Jets, down by 2 with half the game to go, find themselves right where they want to be, tied up with 1:24 left. The Dodgers, for all of their extensive pressure that they've gotten, the Jets have had better looks at net, and they've made the better of those chances. Now it's out in front of the Jets, in front of the Dodgers, and excuse me, Sithroid's going to rock it in on this one. And you just see right here, they both start driving back towards the net, and neither one of them can really do anything about that one there, as they end up stuck in no man's land, following the ball back through their own channel. The Jets make them pay. It's 4-3. Crodville, awkward touch. Methonian in a spot to clear this one away. Dodgers again needing a goal late with a minute to go. This one high up the boards. Crodville in a little bit late. We'll just slice that one high, looking for the ceiling. Springy out in front. Sithroid's a little bit out of position, but Methonian can't find the target. Sithroid off that diagonal. Springy's out front lurking. Both the Dodgers, same corner as that ball. Methonian with the contact, doesn't clear it away well, has to panic again on that touch, using all of his boost, and then misses the ball once more. Springy demoed by Crodville. Sithroid lurking will bury this one. 5-3 the score, as the Jets, with 30 seconds to go, showing no signs of slowing down. Springy just drilling that ball out, taking the hit, makes the play, and Sithroid straight center in the net as hard as you want that one. 3-1 was the scoreline for the Dodgers. It's 4 unanswered now for the Jets, and the Dodgers have got to get themselves figured out quickly here. Methonian, weak play out the diagonal, can't quite get there. Dodgers have life though, as Crodville lurking on the doorstep will pick this one off. Methonian gets that ball off. Sithroid just panics on that one, gets stuck right in that corner. You don't want to be there when you're trying to defend, because if you miss that, it's right towards your goal. And Crodville will take full advantage. They've got life, 17 to go, but they still need a goal here late. Sithroid waiting patiently for this one. The Dodgers must attack, and they can't give up ball control like this. Methonian has to get this long. It's up. Springy backflips. Here's the opportunity they need. Sithroid will clear away. One last gasp for the Dodgers. Methonian doesn't make contact, and the Jets take game number 2. It looked like the Jets might be consigned to giving up the second game of the series, but they dug deep, they found shots, they got the Dodgers to make mistakes. They found themselves 4 unanswered goals, which was just enough to take the win in game number 2. Dodgers need to try and play with a lead here. They need to make sure that they don't give up those opportunities for the Jets, because those Sky Division teams, the Jets and the Ducks in particular, very, very sharp when it comes to punishing mistakes like that. And the Dodgers, victims of their own design, I think, on that one. A couple of times they got stuck in the corners, stuck facing their own net while the ball went over top of them. And it's very, very difficult to defend like that when you have to chase the ball into the corner and it's going to bounce at an angle in front of you. 2-0 scoreline for the Jets. 3 games to go in this series. The only series scheduled for Friday night. We will have a 5-spot, a quintuple header on Sunday starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. You won't want to miss that one, as the Dodgers, Methonian, early shot, not quite on target, bounces off both posts and away. Crodville up over top of Springy. Sithroid will miss that one as well. Crodville trying to get this one out front. We'll lose the challenge against Sithroid. Methonian has to defend up the wall. Oh, Sithroid's going to carry that one to the far post. A commit from Springy as well. But Crodville, no boost, and he's backwards in the net. Can't quite get the handle on that one. Really unfortunate there, as that had play of the week written all over it with the carry from Sithroid. Crodville up a little bit late. Will only chip that one up for Springy. Sithroid out in front will finish that one off. And the Jets, starting off Game 3, where they finished off Game 2, a bounce pass Springy off of Methonian, right out front for Sithroid. Straight into the open net. Jets now up 1-0. out in front. Off the kickoff. Dodgers with the ball. Sith Droid, though, brings it under control. Down the right channel. Oh, it's awkwardly off the roof of Sith Droid. The challenge from Methonian. Jets scrambling a bit. Methonian can tap this out front for Crodville. There it is. It's going to float above the crossbar. Big save by Springy. Just tipping that one high, and Crodville can't get it under the bar. Sith Droid now tries to get the mind game on Crodville. Will not get there. Springy with the ball out front. Wins the challenge. Sith Droid looking for the follow-up. Runs out of boost. Can't get the height to get the ball down, and it goes off the crossbar. Now it's Crodville trying to keep this one goalward here. Has the angle. Will slip it past Sith Droid. The Dodgers will tie the game here. 90 seconds off the clock. Good control by Crodville. Sees Sith Droid just off to the side. Knows he just has to get that one left to avoid the challenge angle from Sith Droid. Doing really well to read that play. High up into the Dodgers, and Crodville will lob this one downfield. Gonna carry into that corner. Bounces wide. Doesn't read it there. Ends up a little bit too narrow to the ball. Methonian will roll this one off the crossbar. Springy, though, great position to clear that one away. Getting a good distance on it. Cut off by Methonian. Sith Droid in front for Springy. Has time. Methonian bamboozled. Chips it up off the bar. Sith Droid the follow. Big save by Crodville. Keeps that one off the line. The score stays tied. Methonian downfield. Has to bring this under control. Open net. Taps it in just past Sith Droid. And the Dodgers 2-1 lead now. We lose the save from Crodville. Just takes a little bit too long to see that amazing goal line stand there. But Methonian follows that one up perfectly. And Sith Droid just past it at full stretch. Can't get the save. Dodgers lead 2-1. Rolling up high. Ball out in front. Crodville will go underneath it. Springy over top. And the ball stays out here. Methonian up, open net to shoot at. Sith Droid scrambling back. Good placement on the shot. Finds the bottom corner. And that's the shot placement you want when you're up with an open net. Both players on defense coming out of the right side. Tip it left. It's great placement from Methonian. Picks the far side where nobody can get to on the run. And it's a 3-1 lead for the Dodgers. But we saw this last game. 3-1, half the game to go. The Jets dug deep, found back. And they found the win. Ball in the Jets' end. Springy now tries to get this one out. Crodville, very quick challenge. Looking for the fourth here of the Dodgers. Saved by Sith Droid out front from Methonian. Follow-up shot goes off the near post and away. High up off the bar. Crodville shot brought down by Springy. Looking for the follow-up play. Methonian a little bit out of position on this one. Posts himself, not quite set. Shot is high and wide. Methonian now out to challenge. Crodville open net to work with, plenty of boost, tips it up, Sith Droid overcommits on the challenge, and there's the third goal in the lead for the Dodgers, as the play by Springy just scything that one off into the open. Sith Droid, you see him commit to the challenge, but he gets flipped by Crodville there, a little cheeky switch up over top, puts it right over top of Sith Droid, and the net falling favorably for them. It's 4-1. Methonian on the angle. Sith Droid will keep that away. Now down with Springy. Relays it to himself. Gets it past Crodville by virtue of blowing him up. Sith Droid will lob this goalward. It's in a good spot for Springy. None of the Dodgers up challenging early. Will fall. Crodville putting it long. Sith Droid off the diagonal. Missing that ball. Crodville with a centering touch. Methonian, nobody's going to touch this ball. Crodville puts it off the post as the ball sits in front of the Jets' net for a good 5 or 6 seconds as everybody and their dog going around that one. Nobody finding the back of the net. Crodville downfield, low boost, trying to catch up to that one. Will lose the challenge to Sith Droid. Springy now has to get this past Methonian, going into the diagonal. Won't get it out. Methonian trying to get this one around for Crodville, who is lurking far back. Sith Droid backpedaling. Will make contact on the ball. Long by Sith Droid. Crodville has to be careful. Taps it down to Sith Droid. Follow-up play. A little bit too quick as the reaction time. Nothing doing on that one. Sith Droid, however. Follow-up shot. The Jets need 3 here. Looking like they might just have to accept this one and go and look for the series clincher next one. Methonian with the long clear. Tries to catch up to this one. We'll go high and wide up over top of the net. Springy to clear. Into the diagonal. Springy out for Sithdroid. If they can get one, they have a chance, but it's a big save by Methonian out to the challenge. Clearing that one back to midfield. Jets in retreat. Crodville and Methonian up. Post and away. Big play by the Dodgers. Doesn't come up for them. And the Jets with a chance to counter, but time running out. It's out in front. Sithdroid can't get the contact. Springy, no boost. Ball rolling away, and with 4 seconds left, it'll be game 3 in favor of the Dodgers here. As this one up over top. Methonian looking for one for the road. Pinches it off the backboard and down to the ground. Dodgers take game 3, 4-1. Hell, the response game that we were expecting out of the Dodgers came up big. 11 shots from the Dodgers, 8 from Crodville as he picks up 2 goals on that one, 3 out of Methonian, 2 of them on target. And the Dodgers cut that series deficit down to a 1-game lead. They still need to come up big. They need to try and pull off that reverse sweep. The Elite dropping a 3-2 decision to the Aviators yesterday. If the Dodgers can pick up 3 here, it goes a long way to keeping the Volcanic Division standings really tight. If you're just joining us, welcome to Minor League Doubles. I'm Inanimate J. You can find me on Twitter at Inanimate J. If you haven't already, follow the league as well on Twitter at ML Doubles. You can get notifications when we go live, as well as news and articles from around the league. Game 4 kickoff, all-important one here. Dodgers need to get this one to tie the series at 2 apiece. The Jets looking to pick up their 3rd and then potentially a 4th as we move on into games 5 after this one. Be Springy tries to bring that under control. Doesn't quite keep the pressure on. Sithdroid has to try and get this one out. Over to his captain now with ball control. Chips one. Crodville goes up on underneath. Methonian standing tall keeps that away. Crodville now chasing this down into the diagonal. Will roll up. A little bit shallow out for Methonian. Turning away. Didn't quite choose to attack that one early. And the ball control given up here. Springy now just misses the open frame as he was last one to touch the ball but can't make contact. Stays 0-0. Hard bounce in front. Methonian just early on the shot. Skims it into the corner. Coming across the face of the ball. Just can't direct it goalward. 2 big chances either way. Methonian doesn't get the save rate, and Sithdroid will win this one right here on the challenge. Crodville comes in, loses the 50 to Sithdroid, and then actually dunking Methonian, who did get the save. It's a big series of challenges from Sithdroid, and it's a 1-0 lead now for the Jets on the back of that Sithdroid double pinch. Ball up out in front. This is floating goalward. Sithdroid with the save was looking for the back post. Methonian on the doorstep will not get contact. It's Crodville's credit here, and it comes off of this relay touch right here. And after this, it gets a little squirrely here. Sithdroid with the save off the bar and down. Springy then putting it back at the goal with the collision from Methonian. Crodville will take credit, and it's 1-1. Ball now in the Dodgers and Sithdroid trying to maintain pressure on this ball. Crodville will tip that one just off the corner and back out to himself. Now Methonian up off the boards. Will tap this one. Gets the underside of his car. Crodville has to go up to make the 50. Springy out of position. Near post. Can't get contact as Methonian. Springy finally grabbing the boost. Has the Dodgers in retreat. Will beat Crodville. That's going to be enough to do it. Springy recovering first. Able to get one in on this. And Crodville completely unable to deal with that one as Methonian commits a little too heavily. It's 2-1. All of a sudden here, the Dodgers back on the back foot here, and that's not where they want to be, needing to pick up another game in this series. Methonian now. Down for Crodville, looking for the redirect, just not going to come off for them here. Sithdroid off the diagonal, that's a little bit dangerous there. Will win the second challenge though, and Crodville forced to retreat. Crodville up off the ceiling, trying to follow this one up, has a good chance to get there. Sithdroid misreads that one, recovers quickly enough. Methonian tries to put it goalward, doesn't get full contact, and Springy off his own backboard, still under pressure from the Dodgers. What a big body by Methonian there, backflipping into the Jets' defense. Just can't quite get the ball in front to score a goal. Sithdroid, again, no boost, trying to challenge this one in. Leaves it for Methonian. Into Springy. Gets tapped out into the corner. Crodville up. Gets that one down in front. Methonian with the line. Can't get past Springy. Just cuts across. Clearing that one away as the Jets captain. Springy now. Trying to bring this around. Will get past Crodville. Grabs a boost. Grabs the ball. Down for Sithroid. Sharp off the ceiling. Methonian loses the challenge. Will it carry? Bart down away. Springy can't follow it up. Crodville gets there first. Springy patiently up. Double touch. Methonian missing that. Sithroid misses the net. Here's a chance for the Dodgers. Crodville, no boost. Can't get the front of the car on the ball, and that's a big chance that they needed to make happen. Methonian, hard ball. Sithroid should have this one downfield. Big bump by Springy. That's a heads-up play, and Sithroid with the distance. Methonian on the challenge loses control of that ball. Normally would be fine, but Crodville a little slow, and Springy with a heads-up bump takes the defender out of the way. 3-1 now for the Jets. Dodgers have to dig deep. They need to. Minute 40 to go here. 100 seconds left on the clock. It's Methonian up off the boards. Rushes the touch. Will follow this one down. Crodville floats this one. Springy should have a line. Bouncing that one out. Sithroid out front for Springy. Has a good look at this one. Great aerial shot. Rolls the car to get the reverse touch on that one. And the Jets bringing out the heat here. It's a good read by Springy. Cross the body. Crodville with the pre-jump can't get contact. And that one might just be the dagger with 1:22 to go. The Jets up 4-1, looking for the 3-1 lead in the series. Crodville trying to get an immediate response. Waits too long. Sithroid goes up over top. Springy misses. Sithroid misses. Methonian waiting. Doesn't challenge till right now. Out for Crodville. Has to direct it goalward. Too slow. Springy right in line with that ball to clear it away. Crodville tries for the second touch out for Methonian. Sithroid waits patiently. Will clear out to the side. Methonian with the pressure. Time ticking down on the Dodgers' chances to get a series win here. Crodville, low shot, Springy in his position, keeps that one clear. We'll follow this up as Crodville missing the challenge. Springy into the block. Sithroid will have to juggle this one. Methonian's up first, keeps it long. Into the corner, Methonian waiting on the boost. Just misreads that a little bit, brings it down up over Sithroid. Crodville out front, there's life! It's a 2-goal lead with 30 to go. Methonian, I thought he beamed this one just a little bit too much, but gets that pass in. Springy just doesn't read it well off that diagonal, a little bit underneath it. And Crodville on the doorstep taps it in. They need one quickly. Really sharp face-off here will go a long way, but it's a dead one there, and Methonian too far back. Springy scoops it, and that's going to do it as the Jets take a 5-2 lead off the face-off they needed. Methonian going for boost, has no time to make up that ground, and Springy goes straight down Main Street into the open net. 5-2 the score. The Jets looking to take their third in the series. Want 4 to put all the pressure on the Ducks on Sunday. Sithroid looking for another one off the post. Springy. Follow-up shot. Skies it high. Methonian will clear this one away. Wins the challenge over Sithroid. Looking for one for posterity's sake. Can't get contact. Crodville missing that one. Springy can't beat Methonian. Sithroid in position. Pops it goalward. Springy backwards. Can't get the touch, and Crodville brings it down. Jets will take the series. It's 3-1, but can they get the fourth? And that's the big question. We're going to find out in a short couple of minutes here. 7 shots for Crodville, 7 shots for the Jets. But it's ultimately the Jets who put more of them goalward and find themselves the series on the surface here. Tough one for the Dodgers here. They need to salvage this one. They need that second game to try and keep pace with the rest of their division. So tight in the Volcanic Division standings right now. Very few games separating the top from the bottom, especially with the elite loss yesterday to the Aviators. Game 5 kicked off here, and Adam J in the booth for you on the Solo Cast Freestyle Friday here on the MLE Network. Hoping that we will not put you to sleep for the next 5 minutes here. Crodville up, looking for the early goal. Sithroid clearing away downfield for Springy. Waiting a bit on the read off the backboard. Out of the diagonal, out front. Crodville's going to miss this one. Sithtroid waiting on that one a little bit too much. Not quite getting contact on that one, and the pressure relieved very, very briefly. Methonian right underneath that ball. Crodville was up as well. The Dodgers in full scramble mode right now, but Methonian, who wins the challenge, looking for the far post. Crodville taps it in, just getting the last bit of the hitbox on that one. And Methonian winning that one hard off the front of Springy, going goalward here. Crodville just tapping it in. It was going in anyway. Good goal confirmation on that one. 1-0 Dodgers here with 38 seconds off the clock. Neutral zone kickoff. Methonian has to challenge this one. Don't want a repeat of last game. Sithtroid, though, almost goalward. Just can't get the ball past Crodville. Methonian in net. Springy shot on target, but cleared away. Crodville stuck underneath the ball. Sithtroid putting it goalward. Rolls past harmlessly, but Crodville now at a boost. Past Sithtroid. Now needs to beat Springy. Puts it inside. That's dangerous. Springy with the challenge. Has the look. Doesn't make contact. Methonian to clear away. It's actually Crodville taking that away from his teammate. Methonian splits away. Sithtroid winning that ball. Looks for the low post. Springy back post gets there. 1-1 as the Jets in full counterattack mode pick off the weak touch. Sithtroid low bounce. Methonian misreading that one. Right out in front for Springy. Good team play between the Jets. And they tie the game at 1. Jets now with the momentum in their favor yet again. Dodgers still can't quite put a sequence of consistent plays together, and it's really starting to show on the scoreboard. Double commit from the Jets, so big opportunity for the Dodgers. Methonian used a lot of boost to recover on that ball, and he puts it long for Crodville. No contact from the Dodgers captain, as it was just a little bit too heavy on the touch. Crodville taking this one towards his net, loses contact on that one. Methonian pops it up. This one will roll outward. Springy can get the drop on that one. Good angle, gets it in near post. And that's a big misplay from the Dodgers there, as Crodville has the position on this one. Methonian, though, leaving Springy too much room to make that shot, and Crodville just misreading it a little bit slow. Sneaks in near post, and that's a highlight reel one for Springy. 2-1 for the Jets now, as the air roll on the shot drops right where you want it to go, inside near post, just sneaking it past the defender. Methonian with the challenge. Trying to get this one in front. Sithtroid's going to panic on this one. Methonian whips past it as well. Big misplay for the Dodgers as an open net with the ball on the goal line. Nobody makes contact, and it's back the other way into the net by Sithtroid. Get out your TI-84s. This one hit every possible angle. On the dunk. Bar. Post. Rolls to the far side and in. It's 3-1 Jets. Well, that sure turned on its head quickly. Dodgers down 2 at halftime in Game 5. They need this one to try and keep pace in their division. Methonian will challenge that one, scything it across the face of goal. Crodville retreats, brings it under control. Past one, double touch, can't keep it under control. Springy will rotate. Looking for the pass out front, off the diagonal, takes the shot instead, off the crossbar. Sithtroid, off the tail, pipe it in, it's 4-1. Springy late flip bamboozles Crodville and Methonian, and then Sithtroid little tap off the spoiler and in. And that's as fancy as you like. The Jets making a statement to their Sky Division rivals, throwing the gauntlet down for the Ducks on Sunday. They need every game to stay ahead in those Sky Division standings right now. For the Dodgers, it'll be a look at this tape, trying to recover on that one, as Sithtroid with all the time in the world to bury that one. It's good night, Dodgers, I'd say, unless they have a rally here real quick. As Methonian just late to that one, Sithtroid taps it over top and straight into the corner. 5-1 now for the Jets as they go full response. Crodville trying a new kickoff there, will lose it straight at Springy. Methonian now tries to get this one out. Sithtroid will keep it in. Sithtroid, a little bit late on the flip, zeroes out underneath it. Springy looking for the tap. It's just going to roll in. Sithtroid will get credit for this one. And here's the touch that makes it happen. Right here on the challenge, dunks Methonian. And again, this ball just starts rolling in. Crodville up for the challenge, Sith right up for it, Mithonian misses, Springy misses, it just rolls in, and that sums up the Dodgers game right now. Nobody can hit the ball, and they're not taking advantage of it when nobody can. 6-1, trip to South America from the Starbase arc, looking like it's in the cards, but a big whiff there by Springy will ruin my dreams of going somewhere warm, as Crodville just snapping this one off the kickoff, off the baseboard, up over top and in. The Springy up a little bit on that one. A little late, goes underneath it. 6-2. A few more kickoff goals like that, the Dodgers will have life, but down 6-2 in this game. Not looking good for them right now. Mithonian goes back towards his own goal, forcing Crodville to retreat with no boost, and even less now that Sithroy takes it away from him. Sithroy doesn't get the touch he wants, will fall to Crodville on a good shot at diagonal, double touch just as the bounce comes out. Would have been good, but he misses it. Mithonian at the back post commits as well. Crodville will make it back to save that one. Popped up high off the tail of Springy, out for Sithroy. Mithonian will come in and challenge. Will follow this one up, has to win the challenge past Springy. Crodville well away from this one. Mithonian gets the recovery after the bump. Not able to make contact with the ball, and Springy back downfield the other way. Big demo by Springy. Ball in front, rolls in anyway. How's that for salt in the wound? As Springy will lob this one clear from behind his half, past the challenge of Crodville. Mithonian, who could have had a read on that one. Springy just says, ball cam off, let's go. Roll it in. And it's 7-2. Big game for the Jets as they put a statement out here, taking that first goal from the Dodgers and saying, you know what, we got 6 more where those came from. And the Dodgers, for all of their attempts at goal, what really let them down was a couple of big opportunities with the score a bit closer, where they end up missing an open net. Crodville will get credit for a pool shot here, as Springy on the touch, unfortunately, will get hit by Crodville back into that ball, past Sithroyd and in. And I guess better lucky than good right now, as the Dodgers need goals. They need them any way they can get them. It's 7-3 now, 45 to go. 1 every 10 seconds, roughly. Possible, but Crodville has to hit the ball on that face-off. Without the contact, Mithonian with the aerial touch straight into a defender. Won't do them any favors there. The boost grab by Springy, really well timed. Now has to defend well. Crodville with the angle will hit the post, taps it in, 4-7. The Dodgers showing signs of life. 1 every 10 seconds, still possible, that really every 2.7, but who's counting, right? Crodville just slipping that one past Springy. Got a little bit flat-footed there. Not able to react to that play by Crodville to get that one around him. Fake kickoff for the Dodgers. Mithonian not on the same page, and Springy puts it off the post. And the Dodgers flap hopelessly at that one. Sithroyd taps up Springy. Can't bury that one. Mithonian gets the tip away. Low boost from Mithonian. Stuck underneath the ball. Springy lurking on this one. Doesn't need to do much here. Crodville will just flip that one up and over. Trying to keep that under control. Wants one for the road, but Springy says, no thank you. I'll tip that one back up to midfield. Ball will fall here. The Jets take Game 5. And they take the series 4-1 as the statement is put out to the Ducks atop the division. We're here. What can you do next? Good games all around. That is going to do it here for us on the MLE Network for Freestyle Friday. But fear not, friends, we'll be back on Sunday afternoon. There are 5 games scheduled starting at 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern. Make sure you guys follow the channel. Follow us on Twitter as well at ML Doubles to make sure you guys don't miss out on any notifications when we go live and be able to jump in and check us out. We appreciate all your support. We appreciate all of our Patreon and Twitch subscribers. If you guys have noticed, you've been picking up points for watching our broadcasts here. We'll be able to give you guys giveaways for those, preferably when I'm not handling the entire booth here, because that gives us time to get the stuff done. But unfortunately, because I had to run the broadcast on my own, won't be able to give stuff away right now just because it's a little bit too tough for me having to talk and do the sign-off here. But fear not, guys. Sunday, 5 games on the docket. plenty of free stuff there, but we gave you guys a chance to pick up some points here tonight. I've been Inanimate J. You can follow me on Twitter at Inanimate J, and follow the league at ML Doubles, as well as, if you want, check out all of your favorite teams on Twitter. Type ! And the team name in chat to pick up a link to their Twitter account and follow them there. We'll be back on Sunday evening. It'll be a 7 o'clock Eastern start, 4 Pacific, as we kick things off with the first of our 5-game quintuple header. And for everybody else at MLD, all of the moderators and the graphics team behind the scenes, I thank you guys so much for your support, and we'll see you guys on Sunday for the Sunday Showdown as normal. Have yourselves a good night. Please stick around for our host.
You paint a picture